Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing things a little bit differently. Well, we're doing things, we're just looking at a different game, basically. Trying to mix it up a little bit so I'm not just doing, trying to bulk record the same games over and over, get a bit more variety on the content. Obviously, if you guys want to see more or less of any particular one, please, by all means, let me know in the comments below. So today, in case it isn't blatantly obvious, we are playing Minecraft. Now, what's basically happened is I've managed to start building up a nice little community with my Twitch channel, and basically it's kind of got to the point where the games that we sort of kind of were playing a bit together have kind of fallen off a little bit. So MechWarrior Online is going through a bit of a rough patch right now. And my goal anyway, when I started doing this, was one of the main things was to sort of like build a community, build sort of like a group of people to enjoy, playing video games and obviously interact with. So Minecraft was kind of an obvious choice. So what I've actually done is I've actually set up my own server. I've actually rented I've got a server package going for Minecraft, and there's a bunch of us on there. I think there's about like 4 or 5 of us in here at the minute. So I'm relatively new to this game. It's been one of them ones that I've kind of, for some reason, I've never really got round to playing for whatever reason. I don't know why, which is kind of weird because I like building things kind of person. So like with Subnautica, with the bases, and what was it, mine's gone completely blank. Anyway, so you get the point. I like building stuff. I like making massive bases. I like engaging in massive projects and pushing, as much of what I can out of the game. Unfortunately, with Subnautica, I've kind of pushed it to the point where the game now cannot handle it, and it is basically the game's kind of struggling itself. So there's not really a lot I can do about it. So I was kind of looking to put my attention elsewhere. So obviously we have Raft, which again is another one, and obviously Minecraft was an obvious choice. So I sort of did a poll in my Discord with the community as to what sort of games they'd be interested in playing, and Minecraft was quite a popular one with the most part. So that's what we've done. So there's I say a couple of the long-time supporters in here. Just here is GamesArt, and just behind here is Games Aristas. The Zarista's house, sort of sitting a little bit back there. These are kind of their temporary things. I believe they are moving them elsewhere. And this massive great bridge here basically heads, you can't quite see it because it hasn't rendered, but Peggy, who again is a very long time supporter of the channel, he's basically like got a big dome over there on the thing. But today I basically wanted to run through with you what I've done and what I'm planning to do. And if you kind of want to follow me through, now I'm not going to expect you to sit there and watch me sort of like mine crap tons of ore and this, that, and the other. So what we'll kind of do is we'll either do cuts or we'll do like fast forward action. But again, we'll experiment and see what works. I don't have any fancy replay mods or anything like that yet, so we're just going to kind of just have to deal with what I've got here right now. I've not got any headphones on, the kids aren't here, so I don't need to sort of like isolate myself, and randomly, I'm not entirely sure why, but it occasionally just flicks back to the desktop and I really have absolutely no clue why. So as I believe as what's usually popular in Minecraft and what people do usually start from, what I've gleaned, is people tend to go medieval to start off with, purely because of the palette of the blocks that you get and the ones that are available. So you get a crap ton of cobblestone, you get crap tons of wood, sort of like early, they're the two main sort of popular ones. So the blocks that you get kind of lend themselves more to a medieval style of building, which is what I've gone for. There was also I'm a big history fan. I love visiting castles. I'm a big World War II history nut and World War One, and just general like history in general, especially when it comes to stuff like this. I'm a big fan. So castles, to me, it was something that as soon as I started, before I even learned that everybody else did castles and stuff, I wanted to do it because that's just it fits within my realm of enjoyment. So that's what I've done. Now this is basically the front of my sort of like fortified area, if you will. I have spent, bear in mind, I think we've only had this about 3 weeks ish. So again, I can't play it all the time because obviously I'm recording other YouTube content. I'm always streaming and stuff. So by the way, also don't forget to follow me on Twitch. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, and the link is down in the description below. Come by, drop me a follow, and come and tune in when you can. Anyway, plug over. So yeah, so I've put a lot of work into it, sort of like when I have the free time to. And you got to bear in mind, I'm still learning. You know, there's nothing drastically fancy with the builds. You know, I'm not a master builder or anything like that. I mean, I've been watching a lot of videos by like Grian and Mumbo Jumbo, and you know, like Grian more so for like the building aspect, and Mumbo Jumbo trying to learn sort of like more to do with the redstone and stuff. So I am very sort of, you know, I am trying to learn this as much as I can. So this basically moat here, this ravine up to this point here of this wall was already there, and this bit pretty much wasn't. Now what had happened, basically I'd started building my little fortified town over there. Gamezar had settled his little thing over here, and you know, there was all sort of stuff over there, and every time I come out I had to go bounce down into the ravine and then bounce all the way back up the other side, and it was doing my head in. So what I did is I built a bridge, and then I built a bridge, and I thought, well, it kind of looks a bit daft, just a bridge just over a chasm with nothing in it. I know, I'll build a moat. And that turned out to be a lot larger undertaking than I originally envisioned, but I stuck with it. And then we ended up building a second bridge because it was blocking the way over to sort of like heading over to Peggy's bit. So this little village was already here. This was part of the map seed when we started. And I've kind of went a bit mad. I chopped down like loads of trees, and I've been farming loads of trees and stuff, and I had like a crap ton of tree seedlings. So I literally spent like 20 minutes just running around this area and just like planting all the trees. So this was all pretty much decimated around here, and I've kind of just put it all back again. So anyway, so we have the build, and obviously as you can see, cobblestone is a big theme because that's what we had a crap ton of, but it also lends in the style of build that I like. Got some oak trees, so there's just another bridge. The two are pretty much identical, or, you know, are as close there too. All the banners from all the different pillager ones that we've built, and basically this is my main gate. So we hit our little button here, and away we go. And what I might do is I might turn the game volume up a smee, and then go back. Right, okay. So, yes, this is a redstone gate, and no, I built it, but I found a guide online on how to make one, and that was basically it. So this originally was just a wall that went all the way along, and I literally had like a little corridor with two double doors at the end, like, you know, with two doors at the end, and that was it. That was all I had. So yeah, the walk-in. So my plan always was that I wanted to build like an underground sort of village, town, city-ish. So I kind of stripped out a load of this, emptied it all out. So as you come in, crap, it's getting dark. There's sort of like a nice central fountain that's it, like, you know, that's in the front. And as you come round, there's the entrance to the underground town. But we're going to ignore that for now, and we're going to go round and we're going to go to my residence. So there's towers at most of the points. So originally, this tower here was the corner. So my town basically went from that corner to that corner, to over to there, to that tower, to that tower. So that was it. And then I was like, I kind of want to build a castle. I haven't got enough room, so I made it bigger. So we did. So I've basically, all of these towers are pretty much the same. They've got the same build style. Now, obviously, originally they were all just cobblestone. And then I found I had a load of diorite, so I got some polished diorite just to kind of add a little bit of colour and a little bit of contrast to it, just to give it a big. And then so you go up every tower, and in every tower is a chest with a bow and arrow. Defend. So every tower has a bow and arrow in it, and they are all pretty much the same. So we can, you know, we don't have to go up and down every one. So this was my sort of like my first attempt at a farmhouse was really, really bad. And I mean, this isn't great, don't get me wrong, but I've kind of tried to, you know, incorporate some different colors. So we've got like some oak planks for sort of support beams and stuff, and really that kind of should have gone all the way up there, you know. So we've got like a little well, and you know, all the farm animals. So this is like my food production area, and the sort of like stuff to do with the wool. So there's a loom up there, so I've kind of done that to look like a sort of refrigerator kind of ish. And we've got a little table, the window looking out over the farm. We've got our kitchen. Again, this is actually white. I probably should actually, thinking about it, put some torches in there a little bit better. So yeah, all our food is up here. So we've got all our cooked stuff and our eggs and sugar and you know, sort of like a sink and an oven and a hob and things like that. And then we head upstairs, and again, it's just a little bit basic. We've got a little chest of drawers. There's a couple of balconies so you can see over all the farms. And then we go out here. You got one of, so I haven't decided what I'm going to do with that area just yet. I'm thinking maybe sort of put up some market stalls or something. I'm not entirely sure. But so yeah, so that's basically this side of things. So we've got bamboo, we've got wheat, we've got potato and carrots, and then we've got sort of all the animals over there. And then this is my sort of, originally it was going to be a castle, and then I decided to kind of turn it into a bit of a sort of castle residence instead. So, you know, we've got a load of paintings. I've tried sort of, you know, varying colours and stuff with the patio. So we've made an oak staircase, but we've got beech for the thing, just to sort of add a bit of a colour contrast with there. There's more photos. We've got a nice roaring fire over there. So back here we've got the armory. So this is the chest with basically kind of like the worn out weapons and armor, but I kind of didn't really have anywhere to put them. So I thought, okay, there's a space under the stairs. We'll use that. So some more pictures, some chandeliers up on the front there. And if we go in here, this is our sort of grand dining area. There's only 4 chairs in it, and I actually had to extend it one because it wasn't quite big enough to do what I want. So I need to do another banner on each side to try and match them up. I may even go like all the way around, maybe. But we'll see. So there's a little bit of a window there just to let some natural light in. I was going to kind of stain glass it, and then I basically, like I said, I'm still learning, and you know, I didn't quite know how to do it. So that's just basically what I've ended up with for now. So we go up the stairs, and here we have the second floor. So, you know, it's kind of like an art gallery stroke. So we've got like a sort of like a pretend sort of dresser thing there, and then there's sort of paintings everywhere. And then you go out the stairs, and then basically this is, you know, just the top of the castle. So we've got the, you know, the smoke coming out the chimney. And again, this was a little technique that I picked up online. So with the, basically, I just stuck some campfires down there, and if you stick hay bales underneath the campfires, it makes the smoke go higher, basically. So a lot higher. So that's what's going on there, and a similar thing is happening. You can see just over there with the chimney of the farmhouse as well. So that's basically directly above like where the cooker. So where you saw the smoker with like the puffs of smoke going out underneath it. Underneath the smoker is another campfire, just to sort of like kind of make it look like it's doing something. And then, you know, I sort of built a chimney and then did the same. Put a hay bale down, put a campfire on top of it, and that's why I'm getting the smoke up there. So that's how that's sort of happening. So again, like I said, I've been watching a butt ton of videos, trying to sort of like figure out what to do, pick up some sort of tricks, and I'm still learning, and I'm hoping this is going to be a continuation of a series, so at least I can sort of go back and hopefully look how I've improved. We've got a little balcony area out here, which we kind of haven't done anything with yet, and the moat basically goes up to this point. Honestly, because I got bored of digging it out. I mean, I literally spent days digging all of this out, all of it from that bridge that I was standing on, as you were looking at the thing from the left side, all the way around to here, I dug out by hand. And you've got to bear in mind, we are in survival mode. I'm not in creative, so it took a long time. So we go into this is our master bedroom. So we've got our double bed and our surround thing. Again, these are just blocks with buttons on. There's nothing, you know, there's nothing in any of them. Nothing's working. So we've got some more paintings, and I've kind of done these to look like wardrobes a little bit. And then we go, I'm always doing that as well. I keep going like from raft to this, and the two, like the buttons just do completely different things, and it's just it completely spins me out. So we've got a little balcony here so we can sort of purvey a little empire, and you can see just on the back of that wall there, I've put a design sort of in the back. Again, just trying to break up the monotony of just the constant sort of cobblestone, and just trying to add as much color and change into it as I can. And I like the next step is I need to try and sort of add some depth to things as well. And here we have our bathroom. So we have a toilet, and we have a sink, and we have a little bit of carpet, and we have a bath, and we've got some taps. And then just under here, trying to look like sort of vents, is we've just got some glowstone just to light it up. So this is a little bath, little ensuite excuse me, bathroom. So that's my little house. So we're going to just quickly do that, and then we're going to... Nobody else is online, I don't think. That's fine. So, go back to daylight. I got this thing about not leaving doors open. Anyway, so that is pretty much it for the top half of my build so far. Again, I'm not a fan of having all the torches everywhere, especially the ones in the middle. Like, the ones on the walls are fine, but... Basically, you know, there's nothing here to put torches or lanterns or anything off. I am eventually going to be putting more lampposts in. I need to go to the nether. So Peggy's got a nether portal, so I can sort of nip over and nick some, get some stuff in there. But these are basically just glowstones, and I've put a load of trapdoors on to kind of make it look like a sort of lampposty. So I'm kind of going from like medieval, but also sort of like a, you know, sort of steampunky maybe. We've got more chandeliers down here, a couple of paintings. Oh yeah, and we didn't look at this properly. So this killed me a lot because I basically found a lava pool and I manually had to bring every bucket of lava all the way up here to this to make this. So we've got an M&M for Manga Mad. So there's obviously water in the middle and then lava all the way on the outside. And if you look, there's like a nice little flowing lava river that goes all the way down. And this is basically the central hub to which everything points off. So there will be more going off in that direction, but I just haven't got to it yet. And this is all fairly recent. I've mainly only completed most of this in the last few days. So if we go down here, we have the entrance to our mine. So this is kind of, as I don't have a dedicated sort of area for a lot of this stuff, this is basically just where I do my crafting, furnaces and enchanting and stuff. And then basically just down there is just a straight hole going all the way down to the bottom to bedrock, and then there's like paths going off either side where I've been mining. So that's basically what this area is for. The overall, I'll go sort of over the overall plan. Oh, oh, that bugs me. Right, anyway, so, and this is my warehouse. So I've got all of my crates with cobblestone and andesite and polished andesite and all the different stairs and coal and iron and gravel and all that sort of stuff. And then we've got like crafting and, you know, weapons crafting and dyes and wood and planks and dirt and everything else. So this is the sort of the main hub storage area. It was kind of all over the place before, so that took a while to organize. And then down here is what I'm basically terraforming underneath, is going to be where the sort of underground village goes. So it's kind of going this way, and it's going to go out around this side. Obviously, I'm just working in sections now, so I'm working on this bit as far back as I feel like it, and then I'll extend over this way, and then we'll carry on over this way, and then obviously we'll go down the stairs from the other side. And then, so it's all going to just be one massive sort of open area where there's going to be like houses and, you know, and stuff like that. So we're kind of working. So I've made like a little fountain, sort of like river entrance. So there's just a little stream going down to this. There's going to be a lake. It's going to get a little bit bigger. And then there's going to be like a little fishing hut I'm going to put up there. And I'm thinking, but basically, GamesArt loves fishing. Absolutely loves it. He comes on and spends most of his time doing it. So I was kind of thinking, I sort of found this, that there was already some water down there already. And I thought, yeah, I can't go any further that way because that's the mine on the other side of that wall. And I was like, kind of, well, what can I do with this sort of like little corner with a lake? And then I thought, you know what? I'm going to build a little fishing hut, or I'm going to try and build a little fishing hut, maybe like with a little jetty, and maybe like leave a little boat there. I'm gonna make, like I said, I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger, and then just so GamesArt has got his own little private sort of fishing, underground fishing area in there. Now, the reason I wanted to make this as high as possible, I wanted to give as much space as possible, so it kind of went down to this point, and then of course I completely forgot about the moat. So this block here, where it goes down here, is basically one level above that is where the moat is. So I've had to drop it down because I obviously don't want to go through the effort of trying to raise the moat floor back up. It would kind of render the moat pointless. So we've gone down. So again, we're going to more steps. This is all very, very basic. I do appreciate that. And what I'm trying to do is get the basic area done so I know how, you know, so I've got space to work in, and then I'm going to sort of landscape it a bit. So, you know, these steps are not all going to be uniform. Some will go out further, some will go in, and stuff like that, just to try and make things like a, you know, a little bit different. And like I said, we're going to sort of go over that way, and we're going to go out, and we're going to go, there will come to a point where we might have to stop in the middle, because if we, that's roughly about the middle, so straight that way, we will get to a certain point where we're basically interfering with the gubbins of the sort of like the portcullis gate, because it actually goes down about another 4 or 5 blocks underneath the floor to sort of incorporate all the mechanism. So we need to make sure that that is, you know, we might have to, there might be a central pillar. Maybe I'll make it a clock tower or something. We'll put a clock up on it. I don't know. We'll figure it out. And then obviously then I sort of need to mine over that way. And then we need to, so basically what's going to happen is you're going to come down the stairs, and you can basically go left, or you can go right, or you can go straight on. So the straight on, like, is going to be the mine underneath the warehouse, and then, you know, the village and town is going to sprawl out sort of, you know, all around behind. Now, what I'm sort of planning on doing is I want to set up a sort of a little like shopping district. And what I kind of want, the idea I've kind of got in my head is I want to, you know, like have like a blacksmith, like a smithy for like, you know, building stroke enchanting stuff. I want to build like a ye old bookshop that's going to have the enchanting room in it, and, you know, have like a little cafe that there's going to be cakes on display and stuff like that. So that's what's in my head. How that's going to translate to how I get this in the game, I don't know. Like I said, I'm still learning, and I'm still trying to figure out how to do stuff. And, you know, obviously I want to kind of make the buildings all a little bit different, but kind of all still in the same sort of theme. So, so yeah, that's pretty much it for the tour. Obviously, guys, if you've got any suggestions, or, you know, or if you want to, even if you want to join in the server, there should be somewhere a little button that give you a link for my Discord channel. Failing that, head over to Twitch, drop me a follow while you're there, and there's a big Discord. There's a big sort of emblem there, and it will tell you, you know, it'll basically give you a link to the Discord. Come and join in. There's a whole Minecraft server channel and stuff like that, and, you know, we'll go through there with you, and, you know, we'll see about getting you on. So obviously, the more people that are on, you know, the more fun it will be for all concerned. And yeah, I just wanted to make it a community thing so everybody could take part, or as many people as possible could take part, and, you know, they could just build and do what they want, and everyone claims their own little corner and you know, does what they like with it. So I hope you did enjoy the tour, guys. Don't forget to leave a rating, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to hit the bell icon, and if there is anything else you want to see me do or not do, or any tips or suggestions or whatever you want, please leave them in the comments, because obviously more comments and stuff I get, the, you know, higher up the YouTube algorithms I'll go slowly. So thank you again, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.